Alright guys, we are back. Today we have got the science and tech tree skills we're going to be going over today. We did the other three earlier. We did the physical, social, and combat tech skills in the last video. Now we're going to do the science and the tech trees. Please bear with me. I am, again, if you note, I'm trying to talk slower and try to break my videos down into smaller videos if I can, just so I can enunciate a bit better. So again, please bear with me. I am trying to slow down my speech. I know I can talk pretty fast. I've got into a bad habit of doing that, and I don't always enunciate. I did have some speech problems when I was younger. I've gotten over it for the most part, but I do get lazy when I'm talking because I'm usually thinking at 100 miles an hour. My mouth can't always keep up, so bear with me with that. But we're going to start off with the science skill tree. And again, science and tech are the two I am really interested in for Starfield. When it comes to Bethesda games, I'm always interested in the crafting aspect of it and base building aspects of it. So I'm definitely going to be interested in how these go. So we're going to go ahead and start. We do not have any master skills showing for science or for tech, so we don't have any of those available yet. Again, I think they've all leaked already, but I will not be going over leaks for this. I will be going over all the skills once the game does come out on the first, and I'll make a video afterwards. But for now, here's what we have that's officially available. And under science, we have for novice skills, astrodynamics, geology, medicine, research message, and surveying. Did I hit that twice? I did not. Sorry, my camera's blocking me. Let me move that there. And you note I've had my camera off for the last couple of videos. I was having some issues when I was playing, and this is just an aside, having some issues with my mic, and my camera has a mic on it as well, and I was having all sorts of issues getting the correct mics to start up correctly, because when recording my videos, I can choose all the mics I want the right way, and all the outputs, the inputs are all fine. But whenever you fire up Destiny 2 just, it's a roll of the dice on what's going to work when you go in there. In fact, just yesterday, I recorded a video, spent about an hour doing it, and then uploaded it, and then went to go play Destiny 2 with my friends, and my mic would not work. None of them would. Even though I had literally just been using it like minutes before. I had it completely unplugged, all my mics, it was a whole thing. But regardless, I'm taking the camera out of the equation for now. So instead, you get to see the wiki here and background footage of Fallout 76. But for astrodynamics, we have got no challenges present, but the bonuses are increased grab jump range of jump drives by 15%. Rank 2, you can reduce your fuel consumption by 15%. Rank 3, looks like both of those go up to 30%. And rank 4, looks like the reduced fuel cost of jump drives by 50%. So it looks like the the bonus range is going to max out at 30%, but it's going to reduce the fuel by 50% at max range, or at max range. So that's good to go. Next up, we have geology. I'm guessing it's got to do with surveying. And here we go. Get more common and uncommon inorganic resources from surface objects. Next up, we got get more rare inorganic resources. Rank 3 and 4. Get more exotic inorganic resources, and then finally occasionally harvest additional rarer resources from surface objects. So this is basically all about mining as far as I can tell. And it says inorganic, so that's why I say mining. I thought it might just be all gathering, but no, it's geology, so it's literally going to be mining. So it says how much resources you're going to be getting from doing mining. That's going to be a big one if you're looking to craft. So this is going to be a must-have if you want to go make all your own stuff and you don't want to pay for resources. I'm not even sure how available resources are going to be to buy in the game, so that's another big one. So you're more likely going to be doing a lot of digging. Next up, we've got medicine. And again, we have no challenges listed, but the bonuses in rank 1, med packs, and it looks like they listed different kind of packs here. We got med packs, trauma packs, and emergency kits. We store 10% additional health, 10% faster. So I'm guessing these three kinds of packs all restore different amounts of health, or maybe they're just different names for the same kind of thing. I don't know, but they restore 10% additional health, 10% faster. Then it goes 20 and 30% respectively. And finally, when maxed out, they all restore 50% additional health, 50% faster, and have a chance to cure affliction. So maxed out, 50%, 50%, and have a chance to cure disease, it sounds like. So that's pretty cool. Next up, we have research methods. This is one I'm curious to see what it does. So the bonus for rank 1, resources required to craft items and complete research are reduced by 10%. Rank 2, we got 20%. Rank 3, we got 40%. And then maxed out, looks like 60%. It says sudden developments during research are twice as common. Resources required to craft items and complete research projects is reduced by 50%. Sudden developments, that sounds like it's something that can happen when you're researching. I don't know what it means. It could be that maybe it's like a critical research thing where you suddenly get so much more progress on your research timer. Maybe you discover other research. I'm not sure, but it says at maxed out, sudden developments occur twice as common. So we'll see what that is. And we do have a challenge on this one. It is craft 5 unique food, drinks, drugs, weapon mods, or equipment mods. So basically, craft, not research, but craft 5 different things. So it looks like crafting is what you're going to use to unlock research methods. So believe me, this is probably going to be one of the first ones I have unlocked if possible. And then finally we have surveying, and we have another challenge listed for this one. And the bonuses are add an optional zoom to the hand scanner, and scan distance is increased to 20 meters. So adding that optional zoom, this is again one of those skills that where it unlocks an actual mechanic in the game that you're going to probably more likely want and that you won't have without that skill. And looks like rank 2, add another level of zoom to it and increase it to 30%. Rank 4 and 5, again, adding another level of zoom, increasing to 40% and then 50%. So the higher your rank, the further you can zoom and the further your scan distance. And it looks like the challenge is use a hand scanner to scan 10 unique resources, flora, or fauna. So basically scan everything you can. And that is how you're going to rank up surveying. So that should be pretty easy if you want to be crafting, or if you're like a miner or you're surveying. This shouldn't be too hard of a one to do. Although I can't see what the rank 2, 3, and 4s are. It could jump to scan 100, scan 2,000, scan 500,000 for all I know. I doubt it, but we'll see what the actual challenges are. It doesn't look like it's going to be anything too crazy, though. In fact, if it's anything like No Man's Sky, most players are probably going to be scanning items without even thinking about it after a couple of days. So those that is those skills there. Next up, we've only got one under advanced, and that's botany. Botany does not have anything listed, but my guess would more likely be being able to grow plants, or it'll more likely, actually I take it back, it's not going to be growing plants, it's going to be essentially geology, but with plants. So if we go and look at geology again, it's more likely going to reflect the same thing that geology does, getting uncommon, rare, exotic items from plants. That would be my guess if I had to choose. If not, the other thing it could be is growing plants on your outpost. Maybe that's something you get from it. I don't know, but I would say it more likely reflects as a reflection just like of geology, I should say. Next up, astrophysics, chemistry, outpost engineering. So for astrophysics, you can scan the moons of your current planet. You have a 10% chance to discover a trait when scanning, and that is the only bonus that is listed here. And the challenge for rank 2, scan 10 unique planets or moons. So just scanning is going to be increasing this. But the only bonus it shows is you can scan a moon. So I'm guessing that A, this will go up in your percent of a chance to discover a trait. And B, maybe you can scan different things you couldn't before. Like maybe certain planets you can't scan right off the bat, like gas giants or something you can't scan. Maybe you can scan more moons. Maybe you can scan asteroids. Who knows? But it looks like scanning things is going to be the challenge for this skill. Chemistry, again, only lists one bonus. You can create improved chems and research additional chems at a research lab. More than likely, this is going to be another one where the higher your rank you go, then more and more chems you can research. And again, this one says create 10 chems. It does not say unique chems. It just says create 10 chems. So crafting is going to be, again, how you unlock the bonuses for this one. And finally, outpost engineering lists nothing at all. If I had to take a guess, the higher rank of outpost engineering you have, the different kinds of things you can build. Like maybe you can build certain robots, you can build certain resource gathering machines. I'm not sure. Maybe it's gonna reduce how much certain building parts cost. It could be any number of things for outpost engineering, but it's more likely going to be something that's going to be very important if you do want to make outposts. So keep that one in mind. Again, there are no master skills listed under science, so our next one is going to go right to the tech tree. And here we got ballistic weapon systems, boost pack training, piloting, security, and targeting control systems. So let's go ahead and take a look at these. Let's see. And I'm actually going to do boost pack training here first, even though it's not listed first. This is one of the skills that pretty much every interview they do, if someone at Bethesda says, get the boost pack training skill, get the boost pack training skill. So this is one that I'm going to go ahead and say too, get the boost pack training skill. This is what's going to let you use your jetpack, and apparently you can't use it at all if you don't have this skill. So it's not a matter of this just, letting you fly more. You can't use it at all without the skill. So this is probably going to be the first, if not one of the first, and more likely would be the first skill that I pick up in the game. And the bonuses are you can now utilize a boost pack. So again, you can't use it at all. This is one of those examples of a mechanic you cannot use without the corresponding skill. Best example I've seen so far. Rank 2, using a boost pack expends less fuel, so the jetpacks are going to have fuel. 3, boost pack fuel regenerates more quickly. So this says regenerate, so I don't know if this is something to where it's going to refuel. I'm guessing solar power, but we'll see what happens. But it says regenerate more quickly, so we may not have to actually manage that manually. It's probably just going to be like a jump meter, kind of like the your VAT skills in the Fallout games, but we'll see. And then rank 4 doubles previous bonuses, so it'll end up using less fuel, and it'll regenerate quickly. Obviously, you can't double the first one because it's not something that can be doubled, but this is going to be a much needed pack. More likely, everybody's going to use this pack. I'd almost be willing to say that there are going to end up being people doing playthroughs where they don't do the boost pack as a challenge. Can you beat Starfield without the boost pack skill? Like pacifist runs for Bethesda games are somewhat popular. They're extremely difficult to do. I think I've seen someone do them for every game though. Fallout 4 was a interesting one to watch, but yeah, I can almost guarantee that someone's going to do no booster pack training run in Starfield. So I wouldn't want to be in space without a jetpack, but that's just me. Next up, we have ballistic weapon systems. So this looks like it's for your spacecraft. And it says ballistic ship weapons have 10% increased damage and cost 20% less to use in targeting mode. And that increases to, there we go. I'm sorry, that's a different perk. Ballistic ship damage in rank 2. 20% damage increase and recharge 15% faster. So that's interesting that ballistic weapons have to recharge. Hey, interesting how that one works. Ballistic ships have 30% increased damage and recharge 30% faster. And then finally, for a master rank here, ballistic ship weapons do 50% more damage to individual systems. And the last challenge is actually listed, and that's deal 1,000 damage to enemy ships with ballistic weapons. So that's interesting. Just deal 1,000 damage. That makes me wonder if you have to deal 1,000 damage in one hit, or if it's just 1,000 damage total. And if it's only 1,000 damage, it makes you wonder just what the damage scaling or what the damage numbers look like in the game. Like, is hitting a ship for 10 damage something that's catastrophic to it? Or, I guess we'll find out. A lot of these numbers don't mean a lot. The flat numbers don't really mean much right now until we actually get into the game. Now, piloting. This is another one that I think personally is going to be a must-have skill for everyone. And this one is you can now utilize ship thrusters. I'm not sure how you can even fly a ship without piloting skills, but we'll find out how that one works. Maybe it doesn't do what I think it does. But the rank skill, utilize ship thrusters. Rank 2, increase ship turning rate and maneuverability. Rank 3, unlock the ability to pilot Class B ships. And rank 4, unlock the ability to pilot Class C ships. I'm going to go ahead and say that piloting is going to be another one of those skills that you absolutely must have during most playthroughs. They have confirmed that there are legendary ships in the game. I'm guessing those are what you might call Class C ships, or maybe legendary ships have like legendary parts, or Maybe it can even be legendary systems. I don't know. It could just be the size of the ship and how strong they are. But I'm going to go ahead and say that having maxed out piloting is going to definitely be needed. Now the challenge is destroy 5 ships, so it also looks like space combat is how you're going to be unlocking things for this one. So if you want to be a dogfighter, you want to be a pilot, you better be ready for some space combat, it looks like. And this is one I'm definitely going to be utilizing and using. Next up, security. Another one that I say is definitely going to be needed. And you can kind of see why I did the tech and science trees last, because this seems to have like the most, one of the skills that I want to use the most. Two, the ones that I would say are going to be more needed than all the rest of them. Because for this one, security, look at this is how you unlock things. Looking at this, the first rank, you can attempt to hack advanced locks, and 2 auto attempts can be banked. Next up, we got expert locks in 3 attempts. And it says rings now turn blue when the pick can be slotted. So that's, if you haven't looked at the lockpick minigame, it's a bit unique, not too difficult to figure out, but it is unique among the Bethesda games. Normally they have the same lockpick mechanic for both Elder Scrolls and for Fallout, but this one does, it looks pretty interesting. Finally, we have master level locks and 4 auto attempts, and then finally we have mastered out. Expend a digipick to eliminate keys that aren't required to solve the puzzle. 5 auto attempts can be banked. And it looks like just straight up block picking is how you increase this one. So a digipick to eliminate the keys that aren't required. I'm guessing some of the more advanced locks are going to have false keys in there. This is going to be interesting to use. Again, Cyber Runner or Cyberneticist Cyberneticist is really looking to be my starting class, if I'm being honest here. But we're going to the last one here, targeting control systems. This is the one I remember where you can target individual systems on a ship. And looking at it, looks to confirm what I was thinking. The first rank, unlock ship targeting functionality. So this will let you actually use your ship's targeting instead of just firing blindly at a ship. Rank 2, time to lock an enemy ship is reduced by 15%. Target lock, ships fire at you 25% slower. So this doesn't just let you lock on faster. Locking onto a ship causes them to fire slower. That's interesting. So this would actually help protect you as well. Time to lock on enemy ships is now 30% less, and you have a 10% increased chance of critically hitting a target locked ship, so it increases your critical hit. Finally, increase time to lock on by 60% and deal a 20% increased system damage in targeting mode. So that is very interesting. Again, if you're going to be a dogfighter, this one looks like it's going to unlock pretty quickly as you go if you're targeting. This one says destroy 5 enemy ships while in targeting mode. So destroying ships while targeting looks to be the challenge for this one. So next we got the next rank here. We've got the advanced tier for tech. We've got energy weapon systems, engine systems, payload, and shield systems. And it sounds like all spacecraft related. So energy weapon systems, we got energy ship weapons have a 10% increased damage and cost 15% less to use in targeting mode. So now we understand why. I'm guessing targeting mode again is going to be kind of like VATS or Fallout. So again, this is basically, if we're thinking VATS terms, this is going to do increased damage and cost less VAT points. But again, it's called targeting mode here. Rank 2, 30 or 20% increased damage, cost 30% less. Again, next rank, 30% more, 45% less. And then finally, at rank 4, it's going to cause energy ship weapons to recharge 30% faster. So at max rank, you're going to have 30% increased damage, 45% less points to use in targeting, and they're going to recharge 30% faster. So different master rank. A lot of these master ranks are going to have, again, perks that are going to really change up how you're using some of these skills. So if you're going to start using a skill, you're more likely going to want to master it to get the most out of these. Again, it sounds self-explanatory, but again, when you're using skills, you're going to have to actually physically use them to rank them up. So if you're trying to level up a bunch of skills at once, probably better to just kind of focus on them as you're going, especially something like a combat skill or like ship skills here. You can see just what's going to take to level them up, although it does not show us what the challenge is for this particular one. Engine systems. Looks like this one's got out, obviously, it's got to do with your engines. Rank 1, increase your top speed by 10%. Rank 2, ship boost lasts longer and the cooldown is shorter. Rank 3, top speed increased by 20%. And 4, your shields will occasionally resist 100% of all damage received. That is a left field perk. This is one of those perks to where it has nothing to do with what the rest of the levels had to do, or what the rest of ranks had, but rank 4 just gives you some crazy out of the left field, and this one says you will occasionally just shrug off all damage received. So, if you want to not have your ship damaged, put some points in energy systems, and again, it doesn't show what the challenges are for these. I'm guessing boosting for so long or flying for so long might do that, but I guess we'll find out when the time comes. Cargo, extremely self-explanatory and increases how much your ship can hold. It goes 10, 20, 30, and 50% for capacity. Nothing really hidden on that one. My guess is, as far as challenge, maybe carrying so much cargo for so long is going to increase that capacity. Not sure on that one. Ship shields. This is another one that's going to be pretty self-explanatory. Your ship has 20% increased shield capacity, then 40, and then 60%. And then this one, I wonder if the engine systems perk and this one got mixed up, or if they both do the same thing. Because this also says your shields will occasionally resist 100% of all damage received. So I wonder if the engine systems and the ship systems perks got copied over, if the shield one got put onto the engine systems, or if they both do the same thing. So maxing out both could make your ship a lot tankier. They're just occasionally, you're just not taking damage from whatever is hitting you. So that could be interesting how that one works out. Again, that's assuming that they didn't copy the wrong one there. But we got the last ones that are listed here. We got the missile weapon system, particle beam weapon system. And once again, we notice that particle beams are higher up in the charts as far as perk skill. So I'm thinking that's going to be a more advanced weapon type. Again, kind of like plasma is versus laser weapons. But next, we got robotics, starship design, and starship engineering. If you're building your own ship, I got a feeling those two are going to be huge. Next up, here we go. Missile weapon systems. Nothing unusual that we haven't seen before on this one. Missiles do 10% more damage, and the targeting mode costs 20% less. Then we jump up to 20 and 40, then 30 and 60. And then finally, at max rank, ship missiles have a 20% increased range, travel speed, and reload speed. So that's pretty good. Again, the final perks is a bit different than the rest of them, but it does fit and make sense. Particle beam weapons, same kind of pattern. We got 10% more and 10% less. Then we go 20, 20, 30, 30. And then we have increased critical chance with ship particle beam weapons. Again, it all makes sense. The reduced numbers on particle beams here. You can see here with the missiles. Missiles are typically in games pretty damn powerful. And we see here that while the damage is the same for particle and missile weapons, the targeting costs are not. You can see that the max for missiles is 60%, or for particle beams is only 30, which again makes me believe that particle beams are going to be extremely powerful in the game. Everything we've seen so far makes me believe so. Robotics. You deal 10% more damage to robots and turrets, and you can force a target robot up to 10 levels higher than you to stop fighting for a limited time. This looks like it's the same thing you can do with people and aliens as well, just with robots. This one is 20% more to robot and turrets. Again, you can force a robot up to 10 levels higher than you to flee. Then we go 30% and get them to attack their own allies. And finally, you can get them to obey commands for a limited amount of time. So you can actually give them commands. So very similar to the other enemy types we've already seen perk-wise. Nothing unusual there. And now we get to two that I'm really curious about that I have not looked at yet. And that, I haven't looked at any of them yet. But next we have Starship Design. Now this one just literally allows you to install improved modules for everything. So we got improved modules, superior modules, cutting edge modules, and experimental. So my guess is when you're putting on ship parts, they're going to have different ranks for them, and you have to have a certain rank to put that on your ship. It's not too dissimilar to something like mods or power armor. How you have to have a certain rank in like power armor crafting or weapon crafting to put, those mods on those. It looks like to be about the same for Starship Design as well. And then go into Starship Engineering. These are all different perks here. Rank 1, all ship system repairs are 10% faster. We have 25% damage mitigation at rank 2. Then we have 25% faster repair at rank 3. Sorry, I'm getting tired. It's late here. And then at rank 4, occasionally repair one block of a system will repair the entire system. So one block of a system, that makes me wonder, they mean like if you're repairing one cargo bay, does that repair all of them, or what that really means? Again, we're not going to know until we're actually in game. I am very curious about that one. But that is all of the skills that we currently have available that are officially available on the wiki. Again, a few more may have leaked to this point. I know pretty much everything, well, not everything has leaked, but there are quite a few leaks out right now. I am not looking those up. I'm only looking at what can be officially found right now. So this is the best set of skills I found without taking information from other YouTubers' videos. And I say taking from other YouTubers' videos because there have been some really well-crafted videos out there that have gone over things like skills and backgrounds. I do not want to steal their information or steal what they've done already. I'm doing my own thing for this one, and I'll be making my own guides when they come out. But that's, again, this is just what I'm wanting to do for the pre-game. I know there are a lot of people that have information they probably shouldn't have. There are a lot of people that kind of don't care about the spoilers, and there are a lot of people that have information they shouldn't technically be saying, but we can't technically prove that it wasn't found out legitimately. I don't know. I said it because I saw a video earlier that was just straight spoilers. I don't think it's up anymore, but I also saw a couple Reddit posts earlier too that pretty much had some huge spoilers in it. Again, I don't recommend going out to look those up if you don't want to be spoiled, but that's just what I've come across. You come across a lot of that kind of thing when doing research for the game. At the end of the day, I decided, you know what? Stick to the wiki, stick to what the official release stuff has been, just so that no one else goes looking for the information and gets spoiled as well. Because I know a lot of people don't want to be spoiled. I mean, you don't want this stuff to be ruined for you. Let's all enjoy the game as it was meant to be intended. And for the rest of you, I guess, be degenerate, look up what you watch. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to do it, though. Or at least not put it out on here. So that's going to do it for me for the skills on this one. I've got one more video going out. I'm going to be going over the background jobs. I wanted to do all the skills first so I could talk about the backgrounds a bit, because some of these are pretty cool. But that being said, that's going to do it all for me for right now. Thank you all for coming by. Again, if you have not started to preload the game, go ahead and preload that. It is out already. I've already preloaded the game myself, so as soon as it comes out, I'm sure it'll be the day one patch, and then we can play it. But that's gonna do it all for me. That's gonna be all for me. Sorry again, I'm very tired. Please hit that subscribe button. I am busting my butt to try to keep up with some Starfield news and bring it to you guys. Let's help grow the channel. Please like the video if you did. Comment down below. Let me know what skills you're looking forward to playing with in the game, and I will see you all later.